to the 1 Minute MBA, where you get all of the lessons and none of the student loans. Hi, I'm Michaela and I have my MBA and my MPH from Yale, so let's talk business. Today's lesson is about monopolies. And no, I do not mean Monopoly like the board game. This is a little bit different. A monopoly is when a firm or a business is in charge of the majority of that particular product or service, which means that they can charge whatever they want in prices, they can limit competition, and they can raise barriers to entry so it makes it really difficult for new competitors to come in. This forces consumers to only go to that particular company, which means they can do whatever they want with prices, and the consumers are left basically picking between them or nothing at all. We've seen this a lot in history, especially in the oil business. I want you to think about Standard Oil for a second. Back in the day, Standard Oil was in charge of about 90% of the oil refining business, which meant that consumers didn't really have anywhere else to go. Because of this, they could price gouge, charge whatever they want because they knew that people didn't have another option. The US government decided to break up Standard Oil so that they would no longer have a monopoly and that consumers would have more options to choose from when they were getting oil or gas. This is also why we have antitrust laws and we have places like the Federal Trade Commission that look into any mergers or acquisitions that could possibly create a monopoly. This is why you see a lot of legal battles when it comes to things like AT&T, T-Mobile, and possible mergers there, but also now in streaming services with what's going on with HBO and Paramount Plus. And monopolies can be very detrimental to consumers because when you only have one option, these companies can charge whatever they want because they know that you have nowhere else to go. Not only does it limit consumers' buying power and the options that they have, but it can also stifle innovation. I mean, think about it. Why would you change anything if you know that you're the only one that people can come to? That's why competition is so important, because you always have to stand out amongst the crowd and get people to buy your product or service instead of going somewhere else. This is your 1 Minute MBA. Real business lessons, zero tuition required.